Welcome back, everybody. I am C-Money. I'm a Grandmaster level Risk Global Domination player, and today we are playing Progressive Capitals on the Brazil map. This is Tier List Tuesday, where I take a look at all of the maps on the meta settings. This is Brazil. Brazil is one of the smallest maps in the game, 23 territories with 5 continents. And 2 blizzards in this case, making it a 21 territory board. Unfortunately, I'm not able to zoom out any further than I already am. We have the 7 here. We have the 6 here that we can pull in. I think the 7's where we're going to cap. This is a very bonus-driven map. And I'll try to get to this Maranhão territory if possible. Hopefully the bot... Well, if the bot caps on Tocantins, I might be able to take that. But all of my material on the right side of the map. Purple, I honestly expect the bot to cap on this 10 here. The bot's going to cause problems for somebody. A player did not ready up. We'll take the 7 here. It's the most logical and the most exposed of my cap options. We don't see black, and we only see 1 of blue's territory, so we really shouldn't be at risk of losing either the 5 or the 6 here. I can pull the 6 into capital first. It does cap on Tocantins, so that could be an issue for me trying to get the Maranhão bonus up here. Hopefully blue and black don't go for this, and I get enough troops on capital early on where I'm not at risk of any issues. But this map is tiny. It is Tier List Tuesday, so we will review the tier list. This is Fergus. He is one of my 2 cats. We're off to a great start here in this one. I'm not optimistic about how this is going to play out, admittedly, especially with the bot. I think the bot's going to make this considerably worse, especially with blue fortifying in front of me. I don't really have an attack on this first turn. Nobody caps in this bonus next to me, though. I might be able to take the Sudeste bonus, which is unfortunate that I might have to hit pink here. This is a bad play, in my opinion, by blue fortifying in this direction, actually, especially if he's trying to 3-hold this center bonus. Too much traffic through the center, and also the bot very well might hit him. 11 on 5. I'm not worried about my cap. I guess we'll just take it. Maybe we won't lose troops. We probably will. We only lose 2. That's pretty good profit. And now we got a 17 cap, so I can consider taking this cap on the next turn. The benefit blue has is he might just be keeping the 7 here to hit the bot. But I'm not that optimistic. We are, again, playing with neutral bot behavior here, as you can see on our settings. If I slide this way, should be able to see everything. Portals are off, alliance is off, but fog and blizzard's on with neutral AI behavior. That's something we've started doing recently. So actually, purple's not going to leave that capital. That is something I forgot. This would play out very differently if purple was going to leave that capital. But purple will not be leaving that capital, so maybe we're even positioned to take it on the next turn. Red hits my 2. Not sure I get that move. You're not going to hold this. I'm sorry. I'm not going to let you hold this at all. Not going to let you hold that bonus. Whacking my material. Not super chill. Red might be capped on Piranha here, or maybe on Mato Grosso do Sul. So maybe blue makes a push for the purple capital. It might make sense for me to play a double capital game so I can defend the Maranhão bonus up here. But I don't want to get really bad dice. So my expectation here is with the purple 10 that's not going to move, it's just going to get bigger, is black and pink probably in the upper left. There's a slim chance red is down here by me. But there's really no reason for me to let red hold a bonus. But I should probably roll the capital before it gets too strong. That is part of the issue. Purple's going to get a lot of troops, though, so maybe we refrain from doing that. I don't want to irritate anybody. It does put 3 here. Yeah, I don't think it's going to be in my best interest to roll that anytime soon. And I'm not going to be able to take... Because this blizzard's here, it completely cuts off the pathing to the other part of this bonus. Blue drops that there. What is blue going to do here? Goes back to the left. I think blue is trying to play for the center bonus and maybe not succeeding. Black with 5 a turn. Yeah, so we'll just knock red out of here. And that'll give us a little bit of board vision, at least on Mato Grosso do Sul and also Piranha. We know that large purple stack is down at the bottom here. And that's something, if somebody is capped down here, that they're going to have to deal with on their own. I think this purple cap's probably just going to sit as an obstruction moving forward throughout the game. In the meantime, let's get red out of my business and out of my way. I don't want you in my portion of the map, especially... Alright, we have got blue right there. We have removed red from my portion of the map, and blue has a very strong capital to start. Red has actually lost their capital already. Would not be surprised to see a flag from red immediately. I wonder which player took that. I would anticipate either blue or black on this most recent turn, or alternatively the purple or the pink player. We'll see if pink gets 7 to start their turn. Yeah, red. Very interesting play by red there to. Actually, how much did red get on the last turn? Red started with 6 out of the 4th slot. Yeah, so that means they had their capital last turn. They're probably going to bot out here. That's just basically going to be a 1-card feed at some point. So we do use 10 troops, and we only, we had 2 left that we fortified back to capital, but I'm not worried about my cap getting taken by blue. He sees that as well. What would be interesting is because blue capped down here next to a bot voluntarily, is do they ever hit this 13, which will grow on this next turn. Thought they might have been lining up to hit the bot here. Maybe they didn't realize it was neutral AI behavior. Red does bot out. And I don't expect this game either could take a very long time. All right, pink has taken the red capital. This game could take a very long time or a very short time. Card block's going to be pretty easy to pull off here on this particular map, I think. So we have to be careful not to overattack, but I don't anticipate blue letting us hold this bonus. Red dies already. That's a card gifted to pink. So pink will be now at the top of the trade order amongst all of us, which I actually don't think is beneficial. The double capital is beneficial, but I don't think being at the top of the trade order is. I'm wondering if blue's going to be willing to work with me. It does seem like maybe black is in the middle of the board. Blue's down by me, and then pink's up top. Pink will eventually have to move through black in that case. Does blue break us? Yes, thanks. Is he going to go for this? He just double hits. All right, well, I'm not even going to try to retake this. I'm also not going to open up his capital. That doesn't do much for me. I'll leave my... See, what's more important? Not opening up his capital or not opening up my own? I think not opening up his. Black doing quite a bit of attacking as well. Yeah, so blue's not in the mood to play good neighbor, which is weird because when somebody has double capitals in a position like this, that's terrible dice. You should be more willing to play good neighbor. You really shouldn't be hitting the other people who are just as weak as you. But granted, he's never going to hit this purple territory here, so he doesn't like that I have a bonus, I guess. The players in our game, the blue player Bird Longshanks from the United States in the first position. The black player General Reese from the United Kingdom is in the second position. I'm C-Money Grandmaster level player from the United States in the third position. The red player from Colombia, they've already been eliminated. That was Ansel Sura. And finally, the pink player from Andorra is in the limit. And they currently have 2 capitals in the game and the lead on cards. They are in the 5th position. Purple player is a neutral AI. Blue getting overly aggressive here. Took my bonus and then hits my bonus, retakes the bonus for themselves. Black, I think, has the center bonus right now. And then he even tries to hit up into me here, which doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And I keep losing troops on these rolls. I'm not really sure what's going on. But yeah, we in no way, shape, or form open up blue's capital to us. It seems like blue is going to be causing issues with us for some reason. I don't know what I did to him. I took the bonus that the red player tried to scoop out from under me. And then got broken, and then when I just took a card, this guy got all angry and sacked all of his troops. So we'll keep an eye on blue, but very strange behavior. I kind of hope that pink is either gets stuck behind black, where black just starts taking cards exclusively below us and card blocking. I don't know what you're doing, dude. I don't have this bonus either. I'm just gonna leave that card for myself. I don't really know the goal here. You're not gonna hold 12 territories on a 21 territory map to get the extra troop. But yeah, ideally blue attacks or black attacks down here and forces pink stuck up top to not have any cards. That's only if black is capped on Mato Grosso, which I'm not convinced that he is, unfortunately. But yeah, basically blue's never going to hold this bonus with me sitting right next to it, and I'm never going to hold it either. I mean, we both have caps sitting on both sides of it. So the goal here, I think, is to just let pink eventually kill black, but black has been playing a pretty safe game, it seems like, so far. Let pink either eventually kill black or eventually invest too many troops into the purple capital here where I can scoop it up for myself. Pink is hitting a decent amount here. Oh, he has arrived down below and has taken the center bonus for himself. Interesting. So that was a 25. I assume that was one of his two capitals that he just came off of. I doubt he has a roaming 25 stack. But regardless, there's 3 capitals. So we have seen obviously the territories we've seen Litoral Nordestino, Bahia, Tocantins, Goiás, Mato Grosso do Sul, Sao Paulo, Minas Gerais, Rio, Espírito Santo, and Paraná and Santa Catarina. So I've seen all of those locations. And because I've seen all of those locations, I know that there's no capitals there. I have not seen Mato Grosso, but given that pink did just come through here, I don't think there's a capital there. So that makes me think, I've got it narrowed down. There are 3 capitals split between Maranhão, Amapá, Pará do Sul, Rondônia, Acre, Amazonas, and Roraima. And again, if you speak Portuguese and I'm butchering those, I do apologize. But essentially, one of these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 territories has there's 3 capitals within those 8 territories based off of my assumption about the game so far. So again, I'm not going to attack in front of my capital if I don't need to, and we'll even get the extra troops here on Espírito Santo. So we get the final trade, and I don't think I get a benefit from sacking troops at this stage of the game into the purple capital. At some point it will become profitable, and I don't believe that point is right now. If not just for positioning, that might be what makes it the most profitable. If there were a full 6 players in the game, there's actually a potential for starvation of cards as well in this game. Not even a potential, but almost in a fact. If all of us tried to wait to hit 5, you'd have 30 cards, but cards are determined by the number of territories on the map. So it does include Blizzard. You can't have Blizzard cards, so it's original territory. So there would have been 23 cards. So once, everybody on 4, actually, there would be a possibility that somebody doesn't even reach 4 cards, which is very interesting and can provide an interesting wrinkle if everybody survives to turn 4, that is. Or through turn 4, rather. So turn order is actually much more impactful. I don't like that play. Did he just go to the left? Or did he? I guess he went to the left there. I thought he might have sacked that into the blue capital, but I doubt that. So again, not going to lock up my capital at all. We got a 45 cap, which I'm pretty confident in being able to hold. Blue is weaker than us. Blue sees our cap as well. It's only a matter of time before we take a look at his. And it does seem like blue and black and everybody are just going to be fighting over that middle, which helps me long term, I think. I trade at the end of all of these trade and exchanges. My next trade will be the, let's see, pink will get the 12, blue the 15, black the 20. I'll be trading on the 25, which should be pretty beneficial for me. And yeah, see, pink's just taking a card at this point. He's not even going to bother risking the additional cost, I think, of having to take a territory and then just lose it. He doesn't care about the bonuses from what I can tell. And that's why this map is not very good. It's a little bit better than something like Simple World because the pathing is more open. But it's not very good in the sense that I don't think it's a very good map in the sense that it's just too small, and that's a big problem with meta settings. Is a lot of these maps, and I know somebody commented on it in a recent one of these tier list Tuesday videos. Is the meta settings do not favor small maps. Capitals in general don't particularly favor small maps because of stalemate potential. But on top of that, that's not great. But on top of that, small maps. Yeah, stalemates, and then and you can stalemate on a small map and not just capitals, but capitals certainly contributes to that more. So pink gets the 12 trade. Now it's getting to the point where after my next trade in, it could potentially be profitable to hit the purple cap. I don't think yet. I think the next set after this one is when it will be worthwhile to hold that 2 capital position to have a more impactful late game. But it's also possible pink hits this pretty soon. Granted, if he hits it and doesn't keep a lot on it, that benefits me maybe a bit, but it is adding 5 troops between. Okay, there is a third purple territory. That's what that tells me here. Is there's at least 3 purple territories because there's the 25 here, the 23 here, but we only saw 3 troops get added. So 2 troops got added somewhere else, at bare minimum to 1 other territory, if not 2, which does congest the map quite a bit. Blue dumps everything on capital, which makes sense. Does he? It would be insane if he hit. He's coming up this way. Okay. Is he splitting? Just a 6. That seemed unnecessary. So, at this point, I'll sit here, I'll try to keep it entertaining, try to keep it commentating. And one of those ways that I try to keep it entertaining is moments where people get to potentially hear their name said on the show. And that would be James, Dunkmaster Sharpshooter, and Ellis. To those of you who have subscribed, including you 3, thanks for coming out to the channel and subscribing. Anybody who subscribes to the channel and has public subscriptions on will get a shout out in an upcoming video, and those 3 get it today. So thanks for coming out to the channel, guys. Much appreciate having you here as part of my my videos. So and support as well. We trade in the 3 artillery because the way that the cards work is each territory is assigned 1 of the 3, or alternatively a joker opportunity as well. And because of that, we want to increase our opportunity of getting an artillery back, and that's exactly what happens. We actually get back this one that we hit, which I don't know if that's one of the ones that we traded in, but it is pretty likely, especially when trading in 3 of a kind on this map. Pink just tried to hit the cap and failed. Oh, he set in early, tried to hit the cap and failed. Oh boy, I hope blue doesn't know that that happened, because that is now it is prime opportunity for me to hit this. Absolute prime opportunity for me to hit this capital now. Blue places everything here. It's possible that... Oh my god, is he aware of that happening? Does blue... I wonder if blue has a territory up here. I mean, pink didn't get a card there. I think I set in early and take the cap, though. I check on blue, and then I set in early, and I make sure I can take this capital. Or do I... I don't want to unlock blue's cap to me, though. I think I can still set in early and not feel bad about it. And then just split between the 2 here. That would give me prime positioning. I will set in early and do that. 121. We will take the cap. We lose 25. Yeah, blue is up here. Make this 42. I'm going to open him up. I just want to make sure he's not killable. No, he's still got 60. All right. So if he wants to set in and come hit me, he can. But I've got some pretty hefty fortified caps at this point. We did lose 25 on a 14. I was hoping maybe for a more positive roll. Pink comes up. So pink with a big stack up on Para. That's interesting. Pink with a big stack on Para. Now it's going to start committing most of these troops down here. So there's one other territory where it put 1 troop. If it had 3 territories, it would have done 1 on each, I believe. So blue could set in now. but I don't think that would be very beneficial for him. Because he essentially have to roll double capitals off of his set, which would be kind of dangerous. I don't really want him up here, though. He's hitting a lot of pink. Is he going to let me hold? He accidentally lets me hold a bonus. Unless black breaks me here. And blue just sits in the middle. Okay. I don't want to open up blue's pathing to the left here. Is black going to break me, or is he going to go to the left? Goes down. Is he going to try to retake the middle bonus again? Seemingly. I'm going to try to show a little bit of respect for black. I want to take a look at pink's cap. So they let me hold 11. It's one turn that they let me do this. Because this one's a little bit stowed away, I think I want to fortify this one. 40 bomb. All right. So 50 here. We have blue kind of tucked behind pink there as well. So technically, oh no, blue was able to attack out of this area to the left, though. So pink sacked into this. He must have had to split between his two capitals then. And pink doesn't even want to have any beef with me. I haven't caused him any problems, but he did soften the pink cap for me, and nobody breaks black. So what is blue going to do here? Because the bonuses, I actually never, I realized I never showed what the actual bonuses are. Norte a 6, Nordeste a 4, Sudeste a 4, Sul a 3, and then Centro Oeste a 3. So blue will be breaking me on this turn, which is just fine. I had one turn where I managed to hold a bit heftier. He gets 40 additional troops. This would basically be suicide if he sacked into the 54 and lost it. I think he's just going to break me, call it a day. Take all of these. He's going to take the whole... Oh, he breaks black too. Wow. Yeah, blue's an angry player, it seems. Not the happiest fella in the land, that's for sure. Now black sets. Now I wonder how we explore card block opportunities against blue. We could force him to take a hefty hit into purple here, but essentially we need to sit Mato Grosso, Goiás, Minas Gerais, and Rio across all of those territories, and I definitely don't do that until I have a set. I'm going to try to take this bonus. I doubt blue lets me hold it. I want the more central capital just to be a little bit stronger, because this capital, I actually think the purple capital is the best cap on the board. I mean, this gives me view of pretty much everybody's actions happening, especially with takes and whatnot. I think black might be capped on Acre, which I don't hate. It certainly makes pathing a little bit more confusing. Blue getting 5. Puts everything up here. He actually can't break my bonus. No, he can't. He can break it from up there. That's right. Okay. And pink doesn't want to lock his cap, so I like having these cards left for myself. Blue's made it pretty abundantly clear he's not going to let anybody hold. But with blue on 105 on cap, I have 110 on cap. Interesting that black hits me there. Because I have 110 on capital, and I'm getting 7 a turn, blue's only getting... I trade after blue, and blue's only getting 5 every turn. Eventually, I should outpace him. And the caps are right smack dab next to each other. So now we're up to 116 on cap. We don't lose any troops on that hit. We do attack next to a capital. Ideally, blue doesn't hit this, and then I hit Rio on the next turn. Pink seems smart enough. I think he went for the cap roll on purple a little early. I do think pink's not a bad player, though. He does set on 3. That's interesting. I wonder what he's going to do with that, because... yeah, I don't want to open up blue to myself. I think I start putting... because blue's not open to this capital unless he goes through this capital. What did pink do there? Pink does get a card, but we don't see it. So yeah, I don't want to open up blue anymore to myself. I want... because he might be on a trade soon. That's the main reasoning behind that. And he'll hit me again here, but we're not going to let him hold that. But we are going to fortify more, you know, all troops, I think, until I set in again up to the 58 on Tocantins here. I'll leave that open. We're not going to let blue hold a bonus. Blue hasn't let me hold a bonus at all. So I don't know if blue hit in front of his capital, but certainly won't be allowing that. Interesting that black voluntarily opens up pink. I don't actually like that play at all. I don't think that's a very good play. We're going to go here because, again, we don't want to risk opening up blue's capital to me on a trade-in where he might come hit me. Because we set in early. It sets us in early, sets us back a little bit because we are... we're split between two capitals. But eventually I should get to a point where I'm strong enough and I feel comfortable enough proceeding. So... pink does whatever pink does. Again, pink still has two caps. I would love it if blue just smacked... if we could card block blue and force him to smack the big purple stack down below him. The issue is that actually leaves him... he would eventually hit a bonus down there. And I'm surprised he didn't go for it when purple was weak early, but that's fine. So he'll set in here. I think, weirdly, with how passive black has been, I actually think that that blue dictates how this game proceeds. So the reasoning I say that, and I don't like him holding this 4 here. All of these troops are ending up off capital now. But blue dictates how this game proceeds because blue is the one causing conflict, and he's not dealing with the bot in his midst. It would be interesting to see if black hits... okay... black smacks blue's little piece there and then backs everything up. Yeah, that looked like it went to Acre because we see Mato Grosso and we see that it did not go to Rondônia. I might as well trade this. We don't have... unfortunately don't have the... so we're going to get this up to 80, I think, and then I want... let's go 84 just to take the hit and then the rest on this capital. Yeah, we don't get a three card trade there, but now I'm getting closer to pacing blue's individual capital just with my 2. We're at 195. Blue's cap on his last trade in was 55, so he's probably sitting at about 160, a little bit more than 160. That pink cap at 60 itself, and he does hit blue off of cap, so I think there is still a piece of blue hiding behind him though. Got the purple bot still active. At this point, blue has just been trading cards. Blue sets in early. This could be interesting. 230 going right up for pink. Potentially killing pink for 3 cards? He did not fortify down here. Black doesn't necessarily know this. Blue did not fortify down to this capital down here. 193 off of black's cap, which is less than my 2 capitals. 94. Does that go down? It does. So black picks up a capital. Yes? No. We're going to do a little soul searching on this turn ourselves. Well played. Just going to take the bonus. Let's just leave a little bit uncapped just in case we got to hit something. 18? Is this the end of pink? It's definitely the end of blue, I think. Oops. Let's hit this. It is the end of pink. That sets us in. Is this a 1v1 between me and black now? We have a set on the next turn. I won't set off blue here, so... it's not the end of blue there. Where? 29. He's down below here. Weird. Blue just went and sacked into pink. So it's a 1v1 between me and black now. I only left 4 on this capital. I double border, basically double border that capital. If black wants to take it and have a third cap, I'm fine with that because it might make the block a little bit easier on him. He sets in. I kind of want him to roll some caps here, but he might just sit on the 4. Again, because I didn't get troops back to that. I could have split off, but I didn't know how much. Okay, he rolls the cap. All right, good game. That's game. Good game. He does not have enough to take both of my capitals. Very weird map. Very, very weird map. Yeah, he realizes this one is over. I assume. I set in and kill him. He won't have a set. Good game. Well played. Good luck to you, sir. I'll give you the thumbs up. The bot doesn't matter. It doesn't count for anything. So we will just make sure we kill black. 72. We do win. Actually, I'm surprised that was not a 100% roll. Good game. And just like that, a game that I thought was going to take much longer because we were in a weird stalemate position just crumbles immediately. But we pull off the win on a tiny map. This was the 3rd map in the original countries and continents map pack. We have, I believe, Greece and modern Spain remaining. I think modern Spain might be next. I do like that map a lot, but I haven't actually played capitals on it. I don't know if I've ever played capitals on it. We'll see how that one plays out. A lot of small bonuses on it. Let's take a look at the ranks. We got beginner, novice, novice, beginner. I thought black actually played pretty well and pretty passive. I think pink wasn't bad either. Blue was just very break and then suddenly just went insane on pink. I don't know what pink did to him, but wrapped it right up there. Let's take a look at our list here, and hopefully I can find the Brazil map on the list fast enough where I don't have to make an additional cut. But we do have our tier list here, and I'm going to look real close to find Brazil, hopefully quickly. Here's the Brazil map. We'll move that up to the front. I enjoyed this better than I thought I would. I don't think the blizzards can have too much of an impact. That middle blizzard maybe could create some interesting pathing. Normally, I think a map like this I would put into F tier, but I think it's slightly better than the other maps I plan on putting in F tier, which I think France is actually a little too big for a tiny map to be good, if that makes sense. So it still plays like a tiny map, but it's too stalematy, too congested unless somebody makes a move. This one felt similar, but I think you're almost forced into each other, and the bonuses are more holdable than the France bonuses. So we're going to put this at the bottom of E tier for that reason. I think what sets it just out of F tier is that some of the bonuses, depending on how you play it, are actually holdable versus France, which I don't feel that way, versus Simple World, which either you hold the bonuses and just win because of it, or you can't hold them at all, which is usually what happens. And we'll take a look at Simple World when we get there. But that is how I feel about the Brazil map. Let me know your thoughts on how you thought both how this played out, and also if you've ever played it with capitals. I don't recommend it, but I didn't have a bad time. And that's usually how I feel about the tier lists here. Did I have a bad time? If I did, it's going lower than maybe other maps of its class. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, hit that like button down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. I also have an entire playlist of these Tier List Tuesday videos, so go check that out as well. And go follow me on Twitch. I've been streaming over there semi-regularly. We'll see if I can keep it up. But if you want to catch a video that YouTube recommends for you, right over that away in the upper left-hand corner, the subscribe button's directly above me. As always, everybody, I have been C-Money. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a tremendous rest of your day. Peace!